I don't want to wait, man.
Doug, what are you talking about?
Let's do it. Let's reboot Anaconda.
Yes.
Wait, face right up next to the...
It is okay. Honey. Now we die. It's okay, you're safe from here.
Deep in the heart of the Amazon rainforest, where sunlight barely pierces the dense canopy, and every sound of rustling leaves feels like a whisper of danger, an ancient predator stirs from its slumber. For centuries, local tribes have spoken in hushed tones about a serpent so vast, so cunning, that it can swallow a man whole and vanish into the river's depths without leaving a trace. Now, that legend is about to come alive in a new cinematic experience unlike anything seen before. The movie reintroduces the chilling terror of the jungle, where survival is not promised, and the line between hunter and hunted becomes a deadly blur. This is not just another creature feature. It is a reimagining of a horror classic that once terrified audiences, now bigger, bolder, and more intense than ever before. The story begins with a research expedition led by a brilliant yet determined biologist who believes that the Amazon still holds secrets waiting to be uncovered. She is joined by a diverse team of adventurers, mercenaries, and documentary filmmakers who each have their own reasons for venturing deep into the perilous wilderness. Some are driven by science, others by profit, and some by sheer thrill-seeking. But none of them are prepared for what lurks beneath the murky waters of the river. Their journey soon turns into a nightmare as the jungle begins to close in around them, cutting them off from the outside world and forcing them to rely on their wits to survive. What begins as a mission of discovery soon spirals into a desperate struggle against an enemy they cannot escape. The cast brings together a mix of fresh talent and seasoned stars, creating a balance of youthful energy and commanding presence. At the center is a fearless lead played by an actress known for her intensity and emotional range, portraying the scientist who believes that understanding the serpent may be the key to unlocking a greater mystery. Alongside her, a rugged adventurer steps in, played by a fan-favorite action star whose charisma and grit make him the perfect foil to her intellect. Supporting them is a team that includes a documentary director hungry for fame, a mercenary with a dark past, and a local guide who knows far more about the legends than he initially reveals. Together, this ensemble crafts a dynamic chemistry that heightens the tension with every encounter. Each actor adds depth and humanity to characters who could easily have been one-dimensional, ensuring that the audience feels invested in their fates as the terror unfolds. The film wastes no time plunging viewers into suspense, opening with a haunting sequence in which an isolated tribe confronts the massive serpent. Flickers of torchlight illuminate the jungle as screams echo through the darkness, setting the tone for the danger that lies ahead. As the expedition moves deeper into the unknown, the atmosphere builds with ominous signs: clawed trees, destroyed boats, and bones scattered across riverbanks. Every scene ratchets up the anticipation until the first full reveal of the creature, an immense anaconda that glides through the water like a phantom, its sheer size dwarfing everything around it. The use of cutting-edge visual effects ensures that the serpent feels terrifyingly real, with every scale and ripple in the water captured in breathtaking detail. Audiences will not only see the anaconda, they will feel its presence looming over every moment. The plot evolves with relentless momentum, pitting human determination against nature's most efficient killer. As the group struggles to survive, alliances shift, betrayals unfold, and sacrifices must be made. The scientist clings to her belief that the serpent is not simply a monster, but a misunderstood apex predator, while the mercenary sees only a target to be eliminated. This clash of philosophies creates a moral conflict at the heart of the narrative. Should humanity attempt to destroy what it fears, or seek to understand it? The tension escalates as the team's resources dwindle, communications fail, and paranoia sets in. With the jungle itself acting as a trap, their only hope lies in confronting the serpent head-on, a confrontation that will test not only their courage, but also their very humanity. What sets this film apart from previous entries in the franchise is its focus on psychological suspense and character development, rather than relying solely on shock value. The jungle is portrayed as both a place of wonder and terror, with sweeping cinematic shots that capture its beauty while also reminding audiences of its unforgiving danger. The serpent itself is not just an animal, but an embodiment of primal fear, patient, intelligent, and ruthless. Every encounter feels like a chess match, with the humans constantly outmaneuvered until desperation forces them into a final stand. The filmmakers balance moments of explosive action with quieter scenes of dread, ensuring that the audience is never allowed to feel safe. This constant unease is what gives the film its power, keeping viewers on the edge of their seats from beginning to end. The release of the movie is timed to maximize impact, arriving during a season when audiences crave adrenaline-fueled blockbusters. It promises to be a theatrical event that demands to be seen on the biggest screens, where the scale of the serpent and the depth of the jungle can fully engulf the senses. From its thunderous sound design to its jaw-dropping visual effects, every element has been crafted to deliver an immersive experience. The release date marks not just the return of a beloved horror thriller franchise, but also a bold step forward in modern monster cinema. The studio has spared no effort in ensuring that this will be a must-see spectacle, one that sparks conversations long after the credits roll. The official trailer captures all of this intensity in just a few minutes, giving audiences a tantalizing glimpse of the nightmare that awaits. It begins with breathtaking aerial shots of the Amazon, serene and majestic, before cutting to ominous whispers of local legends. Tension builds as the team's journey unfolds in flashes of adventure and unease. Then comes the moment that makes the trailer unforgettable: the first explosive attack, when the serpent erupts from the water with terrifying speed, wrapping itself around a boat and pulling it into the depths. Quick cuts show the group screaming, running, and fighting for survival, interspersed with chilling close-ups of the serpent's unblinking eyes. The trailer concludes with a final, heart-stopping image, the protagonist facing the massive creature alone, torch in hand, as it coils around her in the darkness. The screen cuts to black, leaving only the sound of the serpent's hiss echoing before the title appears. By the time audiences leave the theater, they will have been taken on a journey that combines raw terror, breathtaking spectacle, and a deeper meditation on humankind's place in the natural world. The film does not simply aim to shock, but to remind us of the fragility of our existence when faced with forces beyond our control. It redefines the creature feature for a new generation, proving that even in an age of technology and progress, there are still corners of the earth where ancient predators reign supreme. The legend of the Anaconda has never felt more alive, and now, with this cinematic rebirth, it is ready to strike fear into the hearts of audiences once again.